Hey everybody, it's Ken Perry with Broker Knowledge Group. For your Wednesday update, what I thought I would do this week is just try and get rid of the stuff in your head that has been put there by the media. I've been watching a bit of CNBC, I've been reading up on some stuff, and it seems like everybody's trying to find a reason that this market is horrible. The doom and gloom type stuff is really selling, and everybody's buying it. So I thought I would just spend this Wednesday getting rid of some of the doom and gloom. So first off, what I've heard recently is that housing prices are down year over year. And that's true. We're down just over 3% according to Case-Shiller year over year. That's the best drop we've had in like 4 years. So it's better than it was last year. And by the way, we've had steady increases every single month until this last report. So this last report came out and they said month to month we went down, and there's all these horrible headlines about how we dropped in prices month over month. We dropped by 0.6%. That's not significant when you consider that we've been going up by more than 1% every single month for the last 4 months at least. So we took a little bit of a blip. It's also not that bad when you consider that a lot of that percentage decrease was due to one city, which is Hotlanta. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta, but they're down 5.9% month over month. It's a pretty bad number. But everybody else, you know, down 0.1, down 0.2, down 0.3. 2 cities are actually up. Washington, D.C., and guess what? Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon has been up now 4 months in a row. So housing prices really aren't, you can't just take that headline, they're going down. You have to realize that we're getting better than we were. And by the way, that takes in all houses. And so when you take in all houses, you're including some of those short sales and some of the other stuff that's really ugly in the numbers. The other thing you want to look at is, yeah, housing prices are going down, which tells us that homes weren't selling a year ago, right? Home selling now will lead to increases in housing prices. So let's look at whether or not homes are selling right now. Pending sales went up 10.4% this month. That's huge. That means people are actually writing contracts and buying houses. What happens when they buy houses? They come off the market. When they come off the market, then that leads to an increase in value because there's not as many houses out there on the market. Now I get it. I can already read your mind. There's still a lot of foreclosed properties that they haven't let into the marketplace. Well, they actually are letting them into the marketplace. Number one, banks are selling them off their books, not in the marketplace. Number two, they're letting them in easy. Every economist I've read has said that, yeah, we're probably going to experience a bit of a drop in the beginning of 2012, followed by an increase. Everybody I'm reading says that we have to come out of this at some point. We're going to come out of it with an increase. So pending sales being up is good. Delinquency rates are down. They're actually down further lower than they've been in a really long time. So that's good news for us as well. The loans that have been done are super clean. The report that just came out from the National Association of Realtors shows us that the borrower is actually a higher credit score borrower that's been buying a home, has more money, did have more down payment. There's another media problem that we have. Have you guys seen the media has really pushed this whole you can't get a house unless you have 20% down? Not true. Everybody's doing loans right now at 5% down. FHA is still going 3.5% down, but they like to put that into the minds of consumers. So think of this. The media has been pumping this stuff into us for a really long time. And yeah, things were really negative, and so we needed to know that. But at this point, it's poised for a huge increase. By that I mean, if you take the record low number of homes sold, those people are still waiting to buy houses. There's a large group of people who are sitting there waiting to buy houses, and they're waiting until they're not scared anymore. So in other words, if they start feeling like it's okay to buy again, you're going to see these people jump in. All we need is a few months of really good stuff like the 10.4% increase in pending sales, stuff like that that's going to tell people, okay guys, hit the bottom, let's move in. Now, could it go lower? Absolutely. I'm not going to come out and tell you that absolutely it's going up and up and up, but I am telling you that it's not as negative as they make it appear. Let me leave you with 2 other things. First off, the whole licensing issue. I did come out with a video last month that talked about, or I think it was last week, that talked about licensing. I stand by that video, and apparently the state of Oregon got a ton of phone calls after my video because they were saying, is it really the case that when somebody is selling their own house, non-owner occupied house, that they need to get a loan officer who's licensed involved to do that sale? And the state of Oregon is standing behind, yes, absolutely, that's still the case. So you can call Oregon, you can call me, but I'm telling you, if you do a loan in Oregon on your own property, on your own non-owner occupied, your investment property, and you're doing seller financing, you need to get a loan officer involved, a licensed loan officer, so that you can actually do that transaction. Otherwise, you're doing unlicensed activity, which is a $5,000 fine. Nobody wants that. So I stand by that. That's good. Finally, I'm going to leave you with this. We are dropping all of our 2012 Internet CE on. I'm getting it all approved through NMLS. We did just as many interviews. We did just as many really cool videos that we did last year. And for 2011, all the feedback we're getting is really good. We're getting just amazing feedback on how great these videos are. So there's absolutely no reason for you to go to anybody else for your NMLS training. The absolute best training you're going to get is through Broker Knowledge Group. That's all I got for this week. I will catch you guys next Wednesday. Have a great week and go out there and sell some homes and do some loans. We'll see you next week.